What's going on, guys? How you all doing? It's cold. It's getting cold. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting cold. We're back here another day, a Monday. How's it all going? Let's get in this. Roll that intro. What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap, where we sit here every Monday night, 6 p.m. West Coast time, hanging out, going over random questions, conversating with the crew, and having fun. How are you all doing? Excited to have another day with you guys. If this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 6 p.m. West Coast time when this airs. How are you all doing? How have you guys been going on this past week? Things are crazy. The weather's changing. It's raining in California and sunny in the Midwest. I don't know how that's working, but pretty sure we're going to get sun again and then more rain. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts, but excited. Definitely need the rain. Definitely, keep everything kind of, going in its cycle. Things are good. I'm not complaining. It is cold, and I complain a lot when it gets cold, but like I said, I'm excited, so hopefully you guys are too. What's up to everybody in the premiere? How you all doing? What you guys up to right now? Did you have a good weekend? Did you work on your car? What did you do? What up? How's it going? This week's going to be probably a little shorter. I think I'm going to start alternating things because it's just a lot easier for my schedule and redundancy of one. Going over what we talked about last time, kind of getting into a new topic, and then going from there, and then maybe every other week we start getting into channels, maybe more focused towards channels, more focused towards talking, you know what I mean? Just to break up the monotony of it on my part and on your part. And I know maybe talking sometimes gets a little old, but I don't know. I get a lot of comments of people messaging me, and they like the longer form chat kind of content, and I kind of enjoy it too because I get to like rant. This is all the stuff that I think about as well. So what did we talk about last week, guys? We talked about what makes a build unique, and a lot of you made comments, so I'm really excited about that. We're going to jump right into those. So we're going to start off with Dennis Farron, and that is, if you build it yourself, putting thought into it and patience and work into it, then it's unique because it's your build. I agree with that completely. It makes it yours because you chose everything and you put it in. That is my blanket. I love the fact that people are building cars just for themselves, no matter how they want to do it. That's definitely the way to go. All right. Casey, hello. Hello? My bad. Here we go. I'm going to have to look straight at my phone for this one because this guy's always with the short comments. I love it. I'm just giving you shit, bro. Just kidding. I actually really like it. All right. I believe in order to make something unique is to think outside the box. I think in general, you look at someone else's car and you think, damn, I want mine to look like that. So you start sourcing these parts and that are still readily available. I mean, it seems like everyone and their mother has a P1 front splitter, PCI side skirts, top one rear diffuser, and the track life fender cutouts. Yeah, that track inspired looks sick, but now it's way played out. Yeah, I can agree with that on the aspect that if you don't actually go and track your car, then yeah, then it's track inspired. But if you're actually tracking your car, then it's kind of using the parts for what they're intended to. But those are the ones. So, I mean, you're not lying there, right? I remember seeing a white DC2 Integra with all these parts a long time ago and thinking the same thing. I actually bought all those parts and ended up selling them because I wanted to be different. To be unique, you can modify those parts to make them your own in a way. The same but different. In Thailand, they sculpt crazy one-off body kits for cars that aren't even popular anywhere else, so they make their own and it's sick. To be unique, it's to get out of your comfort zone, sit down, and have an imagination of your own. Applaud that. Yes. I recommend having a seat, smoking a blunt, and staring at your car and letting your imagination run wild. You should get that on a shirt, bro. We should get that on a shirt. Forget everything you've seen before and make it your own. And even if you don't like it, me personally, I'd give mad props for anyone making their own. P.S. TE37s, Regas, RPF1s are all very nice, but I love seeing rare, discontinued 90s Japanese wheels. Well, this episode's done. Cut it. I completely agree with everything you said, man, especially on the wheels. I'm selling my RPF ones. I've been wanting to do that. I just haven't really been pushed over the edge, and I kind of already, but that kind of solidified it. I don't want them anymore. I've had them for like 7 or 8 years, many track days. They've held up. There's not a nick on them, and I've had them for a really long time, but I completely agree with you, man. I'm just kind of over the look. Regas, though, I'm not over the look. I'll tell you that right now. Regas, just forever. I'll even take some Rotomasters. I'm not going to lie. That 5-spoke, it's perfect. And TE37s, I kind of feel you on the TEs. They're great. Don't get me wrong. I still want a set, but I feel you on the TEs. But Regas for life. Regas for life. I agree with everything else you said. I'm going to reread that like 4 or 5 times just because I like exactly what you said. Next up, we got Automotive Anatomy. Unique build is whatever brings you joy. I love stance and the track look. I do not mind if you use knockoff parts or authentic, ultimately whatever you want. Overplayed chassis in the Honda game is the EG. Everyone has one and their mother. Overhype in general. I don't know, maybe 350Z. Great topics. Thank you. Thank you. 350Z is the EG. I mean, they're not. Don't, hold on. Don't tell everybody that I'm saying it's a 350. It's the same car. It's not, fake news. But what I am saying is this. 350Z, the 180SX, the 240, they're all, that's like the same bucket. I love EGs. I love the bubble. It's great. I don't know why I didn't get into it. I never got into it. EJ for life. EJ for life. All right. Soggy Civic. I'm all JDM, EDM, and Mexico domestic market. I'm guessing that's a DM, right? Heck, last time I was in EDM, Skrillex was headlining, and I saw vibrant colors, and I would taste the music, and everything would, like, vibrate. I feel like I'm on mean tweets or something, bro, but again, I agree with you. And yes. And yes. All right, Germs. What makes a build unique to me is the person itself. How long they have owned it and making it different than the average car you see on the street every day. Yes. Again, I agree. That's why I love my buddy James's car. DJ CB7 is the same way. When he takes pictures and you see like the black and white checker cover and everything, it makes it unique. You know what I mean? It's not just like the red or black covers. Those are the little touches that you're just kind of like, oh, okay, cool. This guy took the extra effort to just kind of make it what it is. And I like that about it. All right, we got Fat Sleepy Panda here. E.g. EK hatches with K-swap seem abundant. The aftermarket support for them is huge, and they mainly just seem like money makers right now. I could see that. They'll become more and more chopped up and rare, just like the EFs have. I'm not sure why big wings on Civics is becoming a thing again. Looks goofy, in my opinion. Yes, but if you're tracking, downforce is a thing, which kind of makes it relevant. But at the same time, I totally agree with you. And the whole straight line scene is getting old, especially with Hondas. I mean, it's cool and all how you can turn them into little rockets, but I feel like circuit type racing is what they're for, and everybody seems to be doing straight line racing, and them aside from GBH and Mark M. Yeah, I agree. Circuit racing's where it's at. Not that I hate drag racing, it's just two different worlds. It's two different worlds, and I think it's really easy to make a Honda a drag car, and it's a bit harder to make it more of a circuit car, only because you can go super light and put all your money in the engine and some in the suspension and go super fast. I think circuit racing makes you have to make the whole car tuned. It's hit or miss, because when you see really top levels like street class front wheel drive, the whole car is done. You know what I mean? Like everything is in its place. So I see your point. Bro. All right, so I agree with a lot of the things that people have been saying wholeheartedly, right? You pick the cars that you think you've seen a lot of, and the most unique thing you can do is really like you said, sit down, chill out, look at your car, and be like, what can I do to it right now, quickly, but also just like to make it my own. And if you can do that to yourself every now and then, it will just kind of like, change it up a little bit. And I think that's what everyone needs to do. They need to change up their builds, change up what's going on, because they want to make it their own. You want to be you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you can do that for free, like don't go out and buy a part, but just be like, yo, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this out, or I'll redo this boot with some fabric. Okay, you had to buy the fabric, but you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, I think, can really make your build unique. set apart and kind of makes it different than a lot of the parts bucket vehicles you may see in magazines or in other places. All right, guys, this week we're going to talk about what are your plans for the winter, and this is a really interesting question that got thrown my way. What up, Kev? Lols Kev. Shout out to Lols Kev for throwing me this one. But my question to you this week is, what do you do for the winter? Like I said, it's raining here in California. That's not so much a winter. We have a little bit longer season. But like I said, Midwest, back east, it's starting to snow. In some areas in Nevada, it's starting to snow. And, you know, things are going to get different. And a lot of people don't build in the winter. This is kind of like the not car season. So what do you deal with during the winter, and how do you deal with it as a car person where you are? You know, like, is this where you build? Is this where you plan? Is this where you just work hard and buy parts for the summer? Like, what goes on for you to make your winter happen and still be in the car world? This is where I have to deal with rain, and then I have to run out to my cars and make sure nothing's leaking, and if it is leaking, dry it up so I don't like rust up a bunch of random places. Or mainly we don't really have rust, but sometimes you never know if I have like a gallon of water that somehow drained into the back of the hatch or something, which has happened before, and I have to I have to deal with that, right? So what is your situation when you have to deal with winter? Snow is a crazy one. I've never had to deal with snow, and I know a lot of you guys do. I know a lot of you guys have to either wrap your cars up, or they just sit out in the snow for the whole winter, and then you dig them out so that way it doesn't melt into the car. You actually have to dig out your cars. 802 Garage out there in Vermont, shout out to you, dude. I've seen that a lot, where his entire front yard, all his cars are just covered in snow. But yet he still gets out there and shovels them all off, and I don't know why. I think a lot of that is just to make sure that you just don't have snow on it forever. You can kind of do your part to minimize how much water and rain is just going to seep into the entire vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments below, guys. Sorry if this one's a little short, but let me know in the comments below, what is your winter season like? How do you deal with it? When does it start? And I don't know. Do you like it? Are you a fan of the winter? I think a lot of people get salted roads. I think out in New York, shit gets crazy out there too, but how do you deal with winter, and what preventative measures are you doing to make sure that you can still, have fun with your car? Or maybe you don't. Maybe you just batten down the hatches like I said, and you're just whatever. Some of you have garages, some of you don't. I've seen a lot of videos of people out there working in the snow, still doing stuff, and in jackets and stuff. I was watching really old Hunter videos, and he was snowing out there, especially when he was making the CRX with the snow tires and stuff like that. Dude, that's nutty, man. But I'm really excited, you know what I mean? We're coming down to another year. The weather's changing. Every season brings new car people. Every season brings new ideas and new things when you're alone in the garage trying to make your stuff work. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what is your setup for winter? How do you deal with it? And do you have tips for other people, out there in the snow? You've been through it 50 times, so I do this now, what's up? How do you deal with that? Anyways, guys, with that said, that's it for this episode of the Honda Recap. Like I said, sorry for a short one. I just didn't have too much planned, and I just didn't really have too much planned. I got some stuff thinking about it for next week and things like that, but I did want to be here hanging out with you guys. What's up to you guys in Premiere? Thanks you all for joining me yet again. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It really, really helps grow the channel. And hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up like I just said, and that bell. Make sure you select all videos so you get videos every time I air, and you're notified so you don't miss the premiere. I'll see you guys next week. Definitely head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a hoodie. Super comfortable. It's getting cold. I really appreciate it. Definitely helps the channel as well. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.